Starting in a minute, guys. All right, guys. So I'm actually starting in a minute, and you know what comes along with this. Time for the opening intro, and we're all set. Let's go. What's up, people? And yeah, let's go do this. It's a Tuesday morning, and if you don't know, it is voting day here across the country for the midterm elections, and it's actually kind of important that I actually get on this stream at the time that it does, because I don't just have to go to the gym today. That's why I'm dressed in my gym attire. But we also have to go to we also have to go vote. And the thing about it is, if you can't complain about shit if you don't do shit about it. And it's actually very, very, very important where you have to have your voice out there and make the decision to say some shit and actually sorry guys, I was trying to make sure I get this out here. But you have to have your voice out there to say shit, because in the end, midterm elections are important. Now, one of the things that is very, very important about this election is we have to treat this country as not just I take care of myself, you take care of yourself, and eventually shit will get taken together. No, I am, in the truest sense of the word, of I would want us to work together in a way where we're looking out for each other, even if it's in your own self-interest. I do something for somebody because it benefits me in the long run, even if it's as simple of I don't want to see them suffering. It turns myself into see them suffering. And that's the idea that we have to have. This whole, fuck you, pay me mentality, it never really works. Humans as a social species is the reason why we've accomplished so much. And the way that a lot of conservatives act of fuck you, pay me, or those are the others, that shit is just, it's appalling to say the least. Because what happens is, in that situation, I liken it into, you're climbing up the ladder. Well, a lot of people have used the social ladders to get above or as high as they are, and in the end, when they get to to place where they feel that they're high enough, they try to yank the ladder away because they don't want anybody else certain to their position. They don't want anybody else to get to where they've gotten to from their hard work. Where yes, to be successful, it takes hard work, but it also takes lucky breaks. And when you think that you're pushing somebody who's already face down in the dirt, you're going to step on them to actually try to reach that ladder that's been yanked up further and further out of your reach. It's only a matter of time before some other boot comes down and pushes you in the dirt. That's why I don't understand these people that have such a hatred for immigrants. And it's just the country, unless you're Native American, you're an immigrant or a descendant of immigrants. And we need to stop treating other people as they're our enemies. Now, I'm not saying trust everybody. No, I'm not that fucking foolish. But I am saying that just because something is new, just because you don't understand something, doesn't mean it's bad. It doesn't mean that it's evil. Now, there are truly evil acts where you're actively going to hurt people, but somebody existing does not make them evil. And I've been spending my time thinking about a lot of media, a lot of storytelling, a lot of different aspects of humanity. And it's funny, as much as Marvel tried to get rid of them, with, say, like the X-Men represent. The X-Men represents the other. In the 60s, they were representative of the civil rights movement. Now they're in the 70s and 80s, and even in the 90s, they're representative of the LGBTQ community in some cases. And now they can be representative of just anybody who's outcast, that people just fear because they don't understand. Anybody who's outcast because people just want to say, you're taking my spot. And that's the wrong attitude to have about shit. And yes, I have a fucking bleeding heart. I will admit that shit. And yes, there are people that want to take your shit because they just want to take your shit. And no, we shouldn't let people abuse the situation. I've never understood what's called classic libertarianism, because it basically boils down to might makes right. And we did that situation for so long where might makes right, and it fucking turned out, it's always turned out horrible. The times where we had situations where, yes, a strong person was in charge, however, they disseminated that power to other people. It's actually worked. For example, when you look at the Roman Empire, right when Augustus took it over, they actually allowed for different provinces to rule themselves. When they came in with you're opposing us, they were pretty heavy-handed. The Persians were, yes, you can have your own government, you can have your own ways, you don't even have to listen to us as far as our religion. And it was a series of governorships where, yes, it was a central power that was actually pretty strong, but in the end they let people in their local areas decide, and people work together. The way we live now in a society has advanced, but some of the things we've missed, like for example, up until the 1950s, we've always had clans of people moving together. And I don't mean like the white sheets, but you had families that worked together and moved together. Now we're all separated and we're all isolated in our own nuclear family. And it has hurt us. It has helped us. I think with the internet, we've I actually learned how to connect with people, not just people that are in our immediate area, but people across the country, people across the globe. It's evident with me that I've talked to people that lived in different states that I've never been in, or talked with people and met up with people that we've just connected on ideas. And guys, that's one of the biggest things. We need to connect with each other on ideas. We need to stop saying, well, you look different from me. You have a language that's different than me, so I automatically don't like you. I don't trust you. And it's something I work on myself. Like, when I hear somebody speaking a language or communicating around me, I feel isolated, but I don't feel hatred towards those people. I don't fear the change, because I know there will always be change. And I'm fucking tirading. I'm going off on fucking tangents, but no matter. We just need to get out and vote. We need to treat our fellow man as fellow men. And yeah, so we need to treat people like, do you want to be responsible for being complicit in having people in detention camps when they've done nothing wrong? Do you want to be responsible for being a bully on the world stage just because strong people take advantage of people who seem weak? Strength is not the exercise of power. Strength is the ability to control power. And we need to show how strong we are as a country, where we don't think violence solves everything, where we don't think fascism solves everything. We need to grow as a country where we don't have to rely on might makes right. We need to work as a country to come together. And anybody tells you, I'm going to protect you from them, you have to ask, why? Who are them? Why do you think that you need to set up a false enemy in order to have me vote for you? Because in the end, there's horrible people everywhere. Doesn't matter what skin color, doesn't matter what language they speak. It's horrible people everywhere. And if we fall into the trap of tribalism, we fall into that trap of needing to protect yourself from somebody just because, and that hatred just because of something's different, we've already lost. I said it before in a video like this, where tribalism is probably the worst thing that we've done as a human. It helped us. It actually helped us recognize different, who's part of the group, and it helped us grow in different groups and different things that we've evolved from. But in the end, a lot of the tribalism is detrimental now, because the world isn't just the immediate family that you have. The world isn't just the immediate city that you live in, the immediate state, the immediate country. The world is bigger than that. And if we're so stuck on fighting ourselves because somebody looks different, fuck, the aliens will never let us to the galactic civilization. And I want to be like Captain Kirk and start, fucking around with some green chicks. But anyway, it goes, guys. This is my tirade. I want to thank everybody who's watched. I do want to say, if you have not done so far, please like and subscribe. I'm going to actually be putting out a art show in my local library. My own artwork, 30 to 50 pieces, at the Woodridge Library starting January 1st. I'm going to actually, if you follow my Twitter, you're gonna actually see. Yeah, I'm gonna actually start giving more directions, and I'm gonna have them meet the artist. Other than that, please like and subscribe, and let's go out with this.